Hey everybody, I'm back. I'm back. I bet you didn't expect to see me. I put in here for invited guests. Excuse me. Invited some people. I don't know, they may come up, they may not. But anyway, even if they don't come up, I'm just gonna speak on something I heard real quick. Today I listened to it really good. And Donald Trump and the Republicans are running scared. Donald Trump knows his poll numbers are low. He is going to red states, Republican states, and he is requesting that the red states purge their voter rolls of people who haven't voted, but and just a bunch of craziness. Yep, a whole bunch of craziness. But a bunch of craziness that he wants to do. They want to redistrict maps, everything. So black people, so they can keep the majority and they'll never lose in black states. So in 2020, everybody got to get out there and vote. So the Democrats can get back in power. And you may not agree with the Democrats, and they sure ain't. And I'll be the first one to tell you, they ain't all innocent in this mess. But I guarantee you, they ain't as bad as what we got now. You know, it's a whole bunch of stuff we ain't got. But anyway, I said, you know what I did? And let me see something. Because I said, uh, 4:45, and I said, that ain't what I meant to do, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yep. So it's something. Every time you turn around, it's something here in this country. It is. Hello, hello, whoever that is. Hey, Mount Stairs, JR, whoever you are. I see it's two people here, and 11 people. Please like and subscribe to my channel, which is Things Worth Knowing at BIGGIRM underscore 72. And please, please, if you can, cash at me whatever you can to help me so I can get and give a better and show better. Give better content in my Cash App. Give whatever you like. And my Cash App is $ Pumpkins Cat 72. That's my Cash App. Please feel free to give you one. Well, Mr. Styles, I don't know who your grandmother is. I got 4 grandkids. I'm not trying to be nobody's grandmother because you sound like a kid and you probably playing. But anyway, it is what it is. 7 people here and 3 likes now. I should have at least 4 more likes up in there. But anyway, that's what Donald Trump is trying to do. And it looks like my phone might be running out. So if you can, I may have to do it. You know what? I love you too. I love everybody, and I'm not your grandmother. So you want to be stupid. I'm gonna take and time you out, okay? Cause I'm removing that message. I don't have time for that. You know, I don't have time for the craziness. Ain't trying to be your grandma. You know. But anyway, so 3 people in here watching, 3 likes. I may have to cut this one short. That's how you do it. Three people, three likes. Please subscribe, like, and subscribe to my channel. Things worth knowing at BIGGIRL underscore 72. Cash App, $ Pumpkins Cat 72. Give as much as you can, whatever you can, $1, whatever. I need to get this so I can give better content. Hello, hello, how are you? So, yes, Donald Trump and the Republican Party trying to pull a fast one on us. They know that the American public is getting fed up and they playing games. They play games with everybody. They surely are. I'm getting a phone call. I'm going to have to mute it. Three people in, three people liking what I'm saying. Please keep that up. Just hold on. I'm going I'm going to mute you for a minute. I need to mute. Thank you for waiting, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is here, because I had to put my power pack back in because there's people. Now I see there ain't no three people in here anymore. But I told you I'd be back. But anyway, yeah, they trying to make the red. It's a whole bunch of nonsense going on. Donald Trump is delusional. But anyway, he's going to do what he wants to do. Supposedly, he don't listen to nobody. Everybody say he ain't going to go to jail. Oh, well, he ain't been anyway. So, you know, it's there. But it's very important. People need to know. So, what we need to do is get out and get the word out now. We got like 18 months to get this word out because the propaganda is real. It's so much propaganda out there. And you people in Texas, you need to protect Jasmine Crockett, Al Green, and Miss Garcia. I don't mean any harm, but I don't remember her name. It's her. And she's the state senator in these things. And yes, somebody on one of my lives said I need a haircut. Yes, I do need a haircut, but I haven't decided how I want to cut it because I can't do nothing with this bushy behind head. Anybody, again, like I said, anybody can come up here and do it. But the um the midterm uh the 2026 midterm election is very important for those of us who would like to get rid of Donald Trump. Yes, you know, and For those who want to get rid of Donald Trump and get rid of this, I call it a police state. I've never seen nothing like it before. So to get rid of it and keep democracy, people gonna have to get out and vote. And I tell people that I've been Democratic, and my whole family is Democratic, but I have never seen the Democrats do any of um, any of the mess that Donald Trump and his minions are doing. And the thing about it is, these people are so illiterate, and they call people like Jasmine Crockett illiterate, Sheila Jackson Lee, and or any black woman is illiterate, and Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk goes after. Now, I haven't even heard Ben Shapiro say too much, but I'm pretty sure he does. But Charlie Kirk just talks to hear himself talk. Candace Owen, I think she knows she's skating on thin ice, so she don't have too much to say that I can hear of. But it's just a mess. We got to get together, band together, and fight this mess to get Donald Trump and his minions out of the office. These people are awful. In the state of New Jersey, they are holding up the money for schools, and the school systems, you know, are not that great anyway, and they could use more money instead of less. So Donald Trump is just destroying the country. But we got to get him out. Once you get him out, you can get him locked up. There ain't no reason why he can't be locked up. And a lot of his stuff, he can't pardon his stuff if he is, because he's convicted on a state charge. That charge in New York can't go away. And he is after Letitia James. He's after any woman, particularly any black woman that uh that has um that has a mind of their own. So please, please, y'all, please vote. Please go out and vote. If you don't like the Democrats, look at it this way: if you vote them in 26, they only got 2 years in. They'll only have 2 years in, and then you can take and vote them back out and put the ones you really want in. But now is not the time to be, oh, I'm going to sit back and not vote. Excuse me. Sit back and say, I ain't voting, because people not voting is what got Donald Trump in office. And if you don't vote, we're stuck with him. And I mean stuck with him. He's destroying the farming market, the food market. All of us gonna be broke. All of us gonna be broke. He got this dumb idea that taking people off of Medicaid and make them work on the farms. Excuse me. Make them work on the farms. So half of these people that he talk about, please excuse me, talking about that he wants them to go to work. They ain't working 10, 15 years. They tried it on my job. They went to the welfare rolls and took people off of the welfare rolls. Now, a lot of them people, a lot of them, and it was mostly women. I ain't gonna lie, it was mostly women. A lot of them women hadn't worked in 15, 20, 25 years. So, and they expected them to get up out their bed and be to work at 7:30 in the morning. It didn't work. I'm gonna tell you, it didn't work, because they know it. They ain't getting up. They ain't getting up like that. You can't expect people to get up like that ain't never got up early. Oh my God, please forgive me. I'm gonna mute you because I got a cough and I don't want to cough in your ear. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that tickle in my throat. But yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to take people off the Medicaid rolls and put them in the farm, put them on the farms. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Every time I think they can't get no dumber, they get dumber than I don't know what. But anyway, it's got to end somewhere. If we don't stop, if we don't get the Democrats back in power and give them the majority, so and vote some of these, a lot of these, what do they call them? MAGAs? A lot of these MAGA people who are for Trump, who got into office, who are in for Trump. If you don't get them out, they are going to ruin the whole, they're going to ruin the whole country. They're going to ruin it. And once it will go from a democracy to an autocracy. And I know that is not what everybody wants, because you see what it is, and we ain't really into it. So it's a mess, and what they doing to them poor people, running them through the fields and stuff. I've never seen nothing like this, and never thought that I would be living in America to see all of this. So it's a lot at stake. It really is. It's so much at stake with this Donald Trump stuff. Pam Bondi, uh, when she leaves office, which I believe, and whoever gets in, they should fire Pam Bondi, and Pam Bondi needs to go to jail. Pete Hegseth, I can't remember his name. He needs to go to jail. That's a whole competent administration of incompetent people, incompetent, not competent, incompetent people running the country. I could run the country better than they could, you know, because I got sense enough to hire people who know what they're doing, who will take the spot, and what I don't know, they will put in there. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., R.F. Kennedy Jr. is uh, he's putting the people at risk because of the measles pandemic. Got people not vaccinating their kids, talking about, and people saying vaccination causes autism. I was vaccinated. I was one of the first people to get the polio vaccination, and I did well in school. The only reason I didn't do as good as I should have did is because I didn't want to go where I went to school. I didn't want to go to school there, so I didn't do as good as I could have did in school. But you got him doing that. Measles on the uprise. Measles are on the rise, and measles are very it's a very threatening disease. German measles, little fine red bumps on your body. Those also are very, 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 um, very dangerous form of measles, because to a to a pregnant woman, German measles exposure to German measles can be um, can be damaging to her fetus if she is pregnant, which will cause deformities in babies. I have worked with a young man in my working life whose mother was exposed to German measles, and his body was all twisted. So there is, there is, you know, reason why people should be immunized, but they seem to have forgot. And measles has been eradicated in the United States, but now it's on the back. Texas, it's all over Texas. You see, it's all over. And all of this to save money. Rural hospitals when Medicaid goes into effect. But let me tell you how slick the Republicans are. They took and they made sure this bill, now the Medicaid closures and things, it won't go into effect until after the the 2026 midterm election because they don't want people to know that how they are. No, they don't want people to know that that's what they doing, you know. So for those again, anybody that's sitting in here listening, please like and subscribe to my channel, Things Worth Knowing, at BIGGIRL_72. My cash app is Pumpkins Cat 72 2. Please donate whatever you feel like, whatever you feel you can give. If it ain't but $1, please donate so I can get better equipment, so I can bring you more in depth um, 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 items because this election, the midterm election, is very important. And I say this, you know, and to vote Democrat, you don't even have to change your party. Just vote to get them out. You know, it's very crucial. This is a defining election that will determine if the United States stays a democracy or it becomes authoritarian dictatorship. And you see, it's not really there, but you see what the United States is up to, you know. So do, everybody has got to do their part to get Donald Trump and these MAGA nuts, these incompetent people. And they're not incompetent because they're Republicans. It's just it's not because they're Republican that makes them incompetent, you know. And it doesn't mean that if they're a Democrat, they're smarter. What it means is to vote them out means to get rid of the incompetency, get rid of the hatred that is going on in this country. Trump is taking people who are naturalized citizens, citizens who are born here. He wants to take citizenship away from criminals, American criminals. He wants to send them to prison. He wants to send Venezuelan people to Africa. Now you tell me how that makes sense. You want to send people who speak Spanish to an African country, and he really thinks African people, because they're black, they're stupid. The guy from Nigeria, I don't know his name, but I do know. He quoted a Public Enemy song and said, "No, no, we have our own problems. We don't need you to send us problems." You know, did he really think these African countries, these people were so ignorant and slow that they weren't going to know what he was trying to do? You know? So again, I say, people, this is a very, very crucial time in American history. It's the time of like we got 18 months, maybe less, maybe 15, maybe 14 months. But it's enough time for everybody to get out there and speak on the truth. Let the truth come out because this cannot go on. The United States can't take 4 years of Donald Trump. We just can't do that because this is worse than it's ever been. But anyway, anybody who's listening, please like and subscribe to my channel, which is Things Worth Knowing, at BIGGIRL_72. And if no one has anything to say, I am going to end this live. Please give it a chance. Please, please think about it. I'll be back with more.